What's going on, YouTube? Oh, geez, Nitro RC's here coming at you again from the Nitro Corner. Oh, geez, Nitro Corner, episode 86. Oh, guys, got a lot going on, a lot to talk about. Gotta make it real quick. Not gonna do a lot of waffling about that, but last couple of videos have been just downright hideous. If you guys haven't noticed, you guys have watched them. Lost the whole second half of the one series, part one and part two, I think of number 34 it was, or whatever, where I didn't, you guys didn't get to see me putting the rear end of the car together and hooking everything all up. Yeah, I kind of deleted that by accident after I split the long video in half. So yeah, that happened. And then, with this, all of this, you guys were watching me put this together, and I got as far as the servo, and I had to figure out what was going on with the servo. And it ended up being that the other servo was trashed out, the AE servo. Well, it's only 23 years old. Why not, Of course. So we got rid of that, ditched that out. I put one of my good servos in there that I've gotten off eBay a while back. Receivers in, strapped the battery in like I talked about doing. You guys can see that. And I ended up running the charge port, the charge cord, all the way down the frame, zip tying it to the outside of the frame. And I'll put a Webby on that too, and then I can charge the battery from the outside. Got the endpoints adjusted on the servo, because the servo that I was going to use, the AE servo, like I said, was dead. It was cooked. It moved, but then it didn't move when it had anything under load. So after I got this new one in here, I had to just go through, and the servo horn's not dead centered. It's kind of like, probably, I'm going to say, if any of you guys know what degrees is, it's probably 6 degrees, 5 to 6 degrees off that way to the passenger driver's side of the car, I'm going to say. And that's where it has to be lined up to make its clearance over here. It's really weird. I don't understand. Damn, this battery's dead already. I left this car on yesterday. I didn't think I killed it. I didn't think it was on for that long, but I guess so. Sucked the life right out of it. Yeah, battery's dead. So we'll get that charged up. But anyway, it's about 6 degrees off that way. We got that straightened out. We were going to use the AE servo in the back still. Okay. Then we said, no, we're going to change them both out. Put 2 new ones in there. So I got the other matching one, the high torque one, to go in for the braking for the throttle. And it was too tall. And so I set it right next to the AE servo, and it was actually about a 1/4 of an inch taller than the AE servo, than the associated servo, so I couldn't use that one either. So I ended up digging up one of my good Futabas and stuck that in there, mounted up, works perfectly. Brakes work. That's full brake on. Car will not roll. It's just, everything worked out really good that way with the Futaba servo. So we're going to leave it in there. Battery works good. Receiver works good. Radio works good. Endpoint adjustments are all touched off. Now we're onto the motor like I want it to be. I want it to be at this point. So we're onto the motor now, and we have everything tore down to the bottom frickin' dollar on this sucker. We're going to put this over here so I can get it charging. Get this off to the side, because I knew I left it on for a little while yesterday. I didn't think I left it on that long. So we're going to get it charging while we're mucking around with this carburetor and cleaning this up. Because as you can see by the bucket of solution here, that is good nitro fuel. Because unfortunately, that's all I had, besides soaking it in mineral spirits, which I thought about doing as well. I was going to do it, and I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to use fuel. And when the time comes, I'm going to let this set all night long so it settles really good. And after it settles, I'll come back in the morning with my fuel bottle, and I'll suck the fuel right out of the top of it. All the settlement will be in the bottom that came out of the engine and off everything else, so I won't worry about none of that. None of it will be contaminated. It'll still all be good, and it'll work just fine. So let me get this going, guys. Nikon set. There we go. Get all that going. And with this, we'll do this. Let's see here. Get these tapped off, and here we go. We have everything tore down, guys. Clutch bells, engine mounts, sleeve. We got working on getting that. I got people bouncing off the doors outside trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Con rod's loosened up now. This was completely froze solid. You couldn't even move this. It's still a little groggy, so we'll free it up a little bit more at the end before we slap it all together, but that's good. We have the clutch bell polished and looking really good. Flywheel's looking really, really good. All of our hardware. We have our clutch shoes out here looking good. They're not wore out. They're not cracked nowhere. Everything's looking about like it's supposed to. Everything's looking good, guys. So I took all the O-rings off, and anything that had an oil ring in it, like low speed, idle needle, high speed needles, none of those got soaked in the fuel. Just all the hard bodies did. Everything else got taken out. O-ring for the bottom of the carburetor, spring for your cylinder on the inside of your carb. There's a washer that goes behind it. Your slide arm and everything else. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. Got all kinds of crackheads out there in the hallway. Yay for living in town. Jesus Christ. And got the Wrench and Bench Live going on in the background on the TV, watching the boys back there work on stuff. Yep. Going good. So how are you guys all doing today? Everybody okay on this Saturday? Huh? Hope so. Hope everybody's having a good time. We got, like I said last night, if you watched the last video, the snow, the rain, the water, everything. Everything out there is frozen solid. Everything is frozen solid. You can ice skate just about anywhere around here right now. Yes, you can. So, we'll get all this wiped off, cleaned off. Cleaned up actually pretty good. What I was thinking, guys. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Trying to polish this up. It cleaned up really good compared to what it looked like. Ooh, it was bad. Bad, guys. Bad. I'm going to put that gasket back on there. Get that on there. Get that set. Okay. This thing was so nasty on the inside, guys. I mean, it was horrible. You see in there now? Look at that. Look how clean it is. I scrubbed on this thing and scrubbed on this thing last night and got it all polished up and got all the gook out of it. This sucker was in bad shape. No grinding on the outside bearing, no grinding on the inside bearing, even though it's just dry fuel, guys. That's all it is. When you scrape that stuff out, you can rub it across your fingers and it just dissolves away into nothing. If it was sand and grit and dirt and anything that you should have to be fearful of, you know, as far as if I didn't want to do that, if I just wanted to loosen it up and fire it up, as soon as the heat gets to it and the fuel gets to it, it's going to dissolve down to nothing and then evaporate just like it does on your fingers. If it was gritty and dirt, well, then you would feel that on your fingers, and that would be sand, and then you'd have to have some concerns going on. But other than that, no. Carburetor cleaned up really good too. I scrubbed that down last night. Busted my damn fingernail off on a pair of pliers. That felt really good. That thing is spotless. Get to put all that back together, the car body, the valves, everything goes back inside that. It is totally tore down and tore apart. Okay, let me get me some tweezers out here. Start grabbing pieces. See what I can fish out of this tank, guys. Right now, I ain't doing too good about grabbing anything. Okay, the crank turned out pretty good too. That polished up nice. Starter pin. What else we got in here? Okay. Low speed needle. Inner needle. That's our idle needle. This is our low speed needle. All that goes back in there. And you can see the settlement in the bottom of this bowl. So by the time the morning time comes, after I get done with this and move that off to the side and leave it alone, all that's going to move down to the bottom. I'll pull the fuel off the top. It'll be nice and clean. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 18 pieces to that carburetor. In case anybody was wondering, 18 pieces to a 1.5 Team Associated carburetor. Thought that was kind of cool. All right. Let me see here. All right. Get some oil back on some of this stuff, guys. It's all dried out from having the fuel bath. Let's get some lubrication back on some parts here. And things are just going to sit around. We'll let them sit around and soak up some oil. Oil's good for things. Oil is good for things, guys. Yes, it is. Lubrication. There. That'll work. All right, get this crank lubed up. Get some oil down in the ports. All right. Oh, I'm going to change this audio back too. Hold on for a second. Be right back, guys. Hold on. Okay, right back. There we go. Okay, we got our crank rolled up. Get some oil down in this front bearing. We're not going to pull none of the bearings out because they don't need it. Everything is not gritty. Everything is moving just fine in there. Everything, I think, polished up beautifully. Beautifully. Yes, it did. So, let's see what we can do about this. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. So, ding, fries are done. Clutch, seal, shims, collar, front bearing. Alright. Boom. All the way through with lickety split, just like it's supposed to. Look at that, guys. That thing just slid in there like it was meant to be. Like it was meant to frickin' be. Yeah. Beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Gotta love it when that happens. Now, piston, as you see, the skirt is cut out on both sides. Everyone's like, well, what side does the skirt go to? Look for your oil hole. You see that port right there? That little oil hole right there? If you guys can see that or not. Right there. That little oil hole. That's what oils that brass collar that sets down there, that bushing that sets on the end of your crank. Make sure that lubrication hole goes towards the front of the engine. Just like that. See if we can get it plop down on there. Okay, just like that. Boom. That is in. We're going to put our collar on here just to hold this, to give it something to hold on to. So we had our washer that went up against the bearing. That actually set up against that like that. And our collar went on there like that. That way it kind of holds it for me. I ain't got to worry about it flopping around because that piston's wanting to fall back off there again. So we're going to split this collar, slide it down on there. Just like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Piston's on top. End up oil on my hands. This should happen to do that. And now we're going to do this. Piston is in. This keyway is in the front. Like that. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit, guys, because it needs it. Just a little bit. So I can get that pin in there, right there. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use the bigger ones. Like that. And I believe that's it. Okay. And that sucker's got hellified pinch to it, like I said. Alright, there we go. Piston sleeve is back in. Collar's on up front. We'll put those away. Alright. Now we're going to drop this sucker in there. That goes up top. Going to put that on the bottom. Let me see if I can get this pin to lock in, guys. There we go. Boom. That was going to take a second, or two or three. All right, all right, all right. Moving on. Back plate's on. Starter pin is in place because there is no pin. It's just stuck in the back, which I wish all of them were like that. It's almost like a solid back plate, guys. That's basically what it's like. All right, all right, all right. Do-wop, 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 do-wop. How's it going, fellas? How's it going, boys and girls? Oh, this is going to sound really stupid. This is going to sound really, 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 really bad, guys. But anyway, I'm going to say it anyway. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for me. I got all thrown off with all of this. These people are still out here talking so damn loud that I can hear every word they're saying, and they're actually outside of the building. People have absolutely no respect for everybody else around them. No courtesy went out the window 20, 30 years ago, and that drives me crazy. So while I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to ignore them, and it's very hard to do. Very hard to do. But anywho, if you'd smash that like button for me, please, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. OG's Nitro RCs, the Nitro Corner. This is where we get shit done. Yes, it is. And more importantly, before I clamp all these down like I just did and did all this and did all that, I better make sure, which I hope it is, I better make sure the damn gasket's lined up right, fellas? That's probably more important than anything. Okay. All right. Here we go. Take this back apart. Yes, it was. Everything's in place. Everything was in place. Luckily. Luckily. Do-wop. Sitting here thinking about that going, what am I missing? Like, okay, you can't do anything without having the piston in there. And you got the sleeve in there, otherwise the piston wouldn't be in there. And you have nothing else to stick in there because you didn't take the bearings out of it. So what else was there? Oh yeah, the gasket. Bravo. There. All right. There's that. Hold on for a second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get me something to drink. I forgot to get my juice. 1 second. All right, guys, we're back. Got some fresh juice. Good to go. Oh, this is good to go. And the one thing I did notice about this, and there it is. Okay. I was going to say, I never did see what I did with my one-way bearing. That was beginning to remain a mystery. Oh yeah, got some pop to it still, boys. Got some pop to it. All right. Now, where's what did I do with it? Ye old cooling head. Yeah, the chewed up poor cooling head. So we can slap him on there. There's our back plate screws that go to our pull start. So our pull start's on there. And that's going to go on there just fine and dandy. So we need to get our engine mounts back on here though, because we have to have the cooling head off to get to the screws to tighten these down. So can't put the cooling head on till we get the engine mounts on. So with that being said, those are going in there like that. Boom, boom, boom. And those are the 4 that come out of the top. These are the 4 that go into the bottom. And we use big gun to do these. Yes, we did. Very so carefully we are going to use the big gun. 10-4. Okay. Okay. There's those. Now we can use our 3/32 to put the little touch on them. Remember, guys, this isn't no big monster block. You ain't got to get all crazy with tightening this sucker down. It's not like it's pulling 500 horsepower. There. You guys couldn't see shit I was doing. I apologize for that. But we're trying to make this video a little better than the last two. So, with just that being said, that's enough by itself, right, guys? And here's our pinch nut for our carburetor. I'm going to stick that in here while we're sitting here looking at it. Just like that. There's that. So we're getting closer to the point, guys, where we can get off it and get on with building the carburetor back up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, good to go, good to go. And we're going to leave this in the back where it was broke. Why not, right? Why change it up? Let me see, what size are you guys? Yep, that's what I thought. 2 mil. All right. 2 mil. And remember, there was no shims. Why I rejuiced these batteries. You guys heard that battery go up a second ago, didn't you? You heard it beep because it said it was done. I let it set for a second, then I restarted it. It's been running again ever since. That first bump, it took it too quick, and I decided to hit it again, and it's taken more, so it was not done. These batteries sit around for so long, wherever you buy them from, that you never know how old they are. Could be bad cells, dead cells. So keep juicing them so you can wake them back up. All right, there's that, and that. Now, $2 mil. Couple clicks, couple clicks. That's done. That's all we do to that. Voila. Cooling head's back on. Engine's looking good, looking clean, looking real good. I'd almost want to put my exhaust header around there just to plug that up and to get it out of the way, but I don't want all that hanging off yet or not. But got all the boys in the garage back there working right now. I got Kevy Kev, Scav back here, and a couple of the other guys are in the live stream doing that crawler game. Yes, they are. Let's get this here. Stuff you don't need, stuff you don't need. Where are we at here? Oh, that's where the oil goes. So we'll leave that out for a second. But we're going to open that up, and we're going to drop some after run oil down in there, just for PR. Take it now that that back plate's sealed up. Even though this exhaust port's still open over here on the side, you got to be mindful of what direction you lean this thing in now, because we are going to run this all the way down in there, and I'm going to tip it up into the head, let it get up into the sleeve and back behind the piston. Let that oil just run and do its thing, just like that. Close that port back off. Call it good. Bam. So now we can run these back through here. Not dropping anything down in the carburetor. Be careful about that. Let's get our gasket on. Oh shit. Just broke that gasket. I don't know if I can even make it work. I might be able to still make it work, maybe. And that's a huge maybe. If not, this is just going to be leaking everywhere. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. It's gotten so brittle. It's gotten so brittle. You guys can hear that banging out there or not? Can you guys hear that? Hold on, guys. We're close. Oh, it was on there too, guys. It was on there. It just kicked itself out. Both sides. So what we're going to do is we are going to run the screws into it, and then we are going to try sliding the gasket up into it. That's going to be a 3 mil, I think, probably, or something like that. Maybe a 2.5. I got very little room to slide that gasket up in there. If I still have my gasket paper, which I don't have, it's in a toolbox and storage, I just cut a new gasket for it. That's not going to happen right now. I don't even know if we're going to even slide this old one back up in here. I don't think that's going to happen either. We're just going to have a mess for now. There's a collar. About lost it. And well, I just dropped the washer on the floor. Keep that over there for now. Let me find this washer that just hit the floor. We kind of need that. down there somewhere. Got to be down there somewhere, boys and girls. Got to be. So there's an exhaust with no gasket. Yay. Okay. There's that and that. Let me put that back on there. Run our crank nut back down on there. We're going to grab a hold of this sucker with the giant vice grips. Hold on to it again. Grab the ugga. Make sure we got it on tighty. Hit it. Okay, there's that. There's that. Well, that's not good. It didn't suck up at all, did it? No, it did not. So let's see if we can draw it up any tighter. We're at the limit of our vice grips here, guys. I don't want to get the bigger ones out of the box. Not for one job. Okay. Did we get any further with it? No, we did not. That's awful intriguing, guys, if there's that much slop in there. Looks like we're going to take this thing back apart, fellas, and see what the hell's going on inside there. Because I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. That crap out of here. Chewed that flywheel up really good. See, that pops right off. And that's got all that slop in it, which it shouldn't have. That cone should be biting, and it's not. And it won't draw up no tighter, which is really weird. Almost like it needs another washer. I can't get this to even slide any further. Let me see if I can open it up and get it to come down, which I know I can. Ow. It's always nice stabbing a screwdriver underneath your fingernail. It's the highlight of the day. Absolute highlight of the day. I don't know why it's like that. It's got to be in the starter port. Well, let's put that down in there. That ain't right. So we'll run that down there. Put that collar down on there. I can't believe there's that much actual flop back around the end of that crankshaft is what's got me absolutely boggled. Is that that doesn't matter what's going on out here, actually. There shouldn't be that much play on the end of that crankshaft. That's the scary part. Not as bad as it was, but it ain't much better either. Yeah, it's like it's got all kinds of pinch in it. Look at that, guys. Yeah, look at that. It won't flip over until you. Yeah, it's got ridiculous pop to it. Ridiculous pop to it, fellas. Ridiculous. Okay, there's that. Basically, we know all we need for this bad rock right here, right now, is going to be just an exhaust gasket. So. Oh, I forgot to put that on there. That's the return spring. That's supposed to go underneath that right there. So I don't know if I can still get to that or not. We can try. We can damn sure try. I don't think so. I think that's the 3/32 one that's wore out. Needless to say. Yep. That's the one that is wore out. So we can get him cranked out, guys. We don't need to have this spring keeper underneath there, but it is kind of nice because it does keep the carb slide closed, so to say. And it's the first engine I've seen that's got one of these on it, so I'm damn sure going to use it. Most of them are gone. Most of them get lost. Well, mine's not lost. Mine's on there. Most of them don't make it. This one's either never been apart, which it probably hasn't, or if somebody has taken it apart, like myself, they are making sure to put it right back together. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you here in just a second. This thing is wore out, boys. Okay. So you can see that? See that right there? This spring, right here, this spring, get you guys a camera. There we go. The spring clips onto that, like that. Hey, I got that, didn't even see it. And this end goes up and connects on to the carburetor, to your slide, and keeps your carburetor closed. So yeah, that's kind of neat. And most of those are gone. Most of those that you don't ever see those on any engines. So we definitely wanted to keep that. This battery charger over here, still going. Told you. First juice was just a teaser. It was by far not done yet. So now that we got that on there, we are going to leave all this stuff alone. That's all carburetor stuff. I want to get all this off this table, except the carburetor stuff. There we go. And now we're gonna stop it. We'll sit there for a second, and we're gonna start it up again. All right, all right. Ugh. Just like that. slide this over that, and then pop these pins. Pop this right down inside there. These, I wish they were all this easy. Boom, that one's done. Like I said, I wish they were all that easy. That one goes on there, just like that. You hold it down with your finger. Slide the tail over, just like that. And now that one's done. And you got clip, 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 clip. Clutch shoes are on. There was shim. Got that. Shim on top. Clutch bell. Oh, wait. All right, why don't you want to come out there now? That's weird, fellas. This bearing does not want to go on here. I was gonna say it come off there. Look at that sucker. It'll turn for 15 years. You see that? It's still turning. All I did was roll it with my finger. Watch this. Yeah, you see that? And that bearing's probably older than any of us watching this damn video. And it's still going. That's crazy. They don't make them like that no more, guys. That's for damn sure. Okay. You know what? It almost seems like my end of my crankshaft's rounded over. It's almost what it feels like. Then we're gonna slide this sucker back in here. And where's our stuff at? Doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop. Okay, watch this. All day. All day it'll turn. So, that's done. That's done. Now we are going to put the repaired pull start on it, because remember that was part of the tobacco we had when we bought this damn thing. Was pull start was busted, so that was something else that we had to fix right from the beginning. What the hell? What size is that? A 2 mil? Yeah. All right, there's that. That down. One more to go. Boom. Got our one-way already in there. We're locked and ready to rock. No, don't pull that sucker back out. We don't want to do that. We do not want to do that. Boom. I see nothing. Do-wop, guys. Do-wop, guys. I know I keep getting out of frame, guys, because I'm trying to see, because my blind ass can't see. So I gotta keep moving it closer to my face. Oh, shit. I've had 2 people make comments in my last video about needing glasses, needing magnifying visor, needing more light, and it's like, yeah, getting old sucks, man. Getting old sucks. Alright. There we go. Now, oh, we got too tight. It's pinching. Now I wondered about that in the back because it doesn't act like it's supposed to fit that way. So I don't know what's going on with this pull start. But when it's up against that one-way bearing like this, it does not want to return. You can rewind this by hand. Like that. Look at that. That's not cool. See? The guts are too tight in there. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. See? Just like that. And it still doesn't want to quite go all the way back in there. I got it loose, guys. It almost acts like that one-way bearing is the wrong size. It's on there. It truly does. I should stick one of the other ones on there and see if that's what's doing that or not. Yeah, it's got a lot of pop. Ooh, a lot of pop. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So let's go to touch. Touch, yep, good to go, now that bad boy right there is done. You guys have all seen that. You've seen it work, you've seen it hit. We put the engine back together just fine. It's gonna be a runner, as they say over there in the red country. They're going to be saying he's going to be a ripper. So let me get this stuff all put away here, back to some kind of normality, if there is such a thing in the Nitro corner. You guys believe anything is normal that goes on in OG's Nitro corner, we got to have a talk, guys. We got to have a talk. Now watch his battery. Let's fire him up. Get him running again. Alright. Hold on, guys, my phone went off. Let me check this real quick. Boom. Boom. See oil? No. Alright. So I'll put that over there too. Toothbrushes, we don't need these anymore. We're done cleaning everything up. So stick those down in there. Wrench. Little wrenches. See, how can I be back inside? These things been sitting on this table for like all night. Alright. Here we go, boys and girls. Quick time check real quick. Be right back.